Can you tell us what collaborating with a community is and how did it help your career?
Yeah, that's the crux of everything I do. What I mean by collaborating with your community is anybody that you're in contact with, any group that you're part of, whether it's your job, your church, your rec sports league team, anything you do where there are human beings involved, service clubs, and your friend group, those are your people, right? If you're part of a group with somebody, it means you have at least that thing in common. And all of those different circles make up your community. And by collaborating with those people in your community, it's finding ways to support them and to allow them to support you in any capacity. So the three main buckets are in business, so if you're running your own business, in your career, if you're working for somebody else, and in your personal life. And so between those three things, there are always ways to work with other people to get farther along, closer to your goals in all of those capacities. So let's even just take an example of, say you're moving to a brand new city and you know one person. That is your community, right? That's your community of one. But your community extends past that city, of course. It's wherever your people are. So when I first moved from Florida to LA, I knew two people. And I relied really heavily on those two people to helping me get to know this city and make new friends. So I collaborated with those people. And it was as simple as saying, hey, can you invite me to things? Can you invite me out when you hang out with friends? I want to meet these people too. When I was looking for a boyfriend, when I first moved to town, I joined a rec kickball team because I was like, all right, well, we'll at least have that in common, and allowed me to meet people. And through those experiences, then of course you throw in your other goals, right? I was trying to find a job. So it's like, hey, we're playing kickball Thursday night. Like, does anybody know of any companies hiring? I do this, I'm looking for this. And people inherently want to help people. They really do. People are helpful if you let them be helpful. So by collaborating with your community and saying, hey, I need this thing, I want this thing, I'm trying to get this thing, who here knows somebody that can help? People will raise their hand, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you can get to that end goal versus doing it all by yourself.
How important is it for people to understand to give as much as they want to take when leveraging relationships? Because you get a lot of people that say, how can I, but they don't think about how they're going to help the person. So how important is it for people to understand leveraging relationships, give and take, scenarios?
I mean, it's everything, You'll get a reputation real quick for being a relationship parasite if you're only a taker. And you can skirt by that way for a little while, but people can feel that, And so I always say, make your deposits before you withdraw. So if you can help somebody else first, if you can offer up your services, if you can offer up to introduce people, be doing that long before you need something. And it doesn't always work out that way, but in the instance of moving to LA, I couldn't help anybody yet, right? I just got to town, but the moment I could, I did. And there were other ways that I could be of service, but it isn't always an exact one-to-one. Like, you may help me, but I might not be able to do anything to help you back right away. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to help somebody else along the way. I firmly believe in relationship karma, and that what goes around comes around. And if you come at relationships from a really good place where you genuinely want to help and support and be of service to people, it's gonna come back to you, 100%. But you can't just be a taker.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.